Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are going to get into a topic that actually some of my channel members and subscribers have been asking me to do. The classic show me your dent. We all know that in the world of perfumery, the dent, honey, it don't lie. So what I wanted to do is give you a handful of fragrances that have been in my collection, I would say from 2024 on up through 2025. I didn't want to include fragrances like 4 years old, 5 years old in my collection because obviously it's going to have a dent because it's been around for so long. But some of these are actually newer in my collection. Honey, the denting. Some of these, again, I've had for at least the past year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. All right, you guys, so the first one on this list is a newer fragrance. I have not had this fragrance for a solid month. However, I have been wearing this so much. I would say every other day. Okay, we're giving her a spray at least once a day, maybe twice a day, or we're layering with it. I mean, I have worn this on, I think, 2 date nights within the past like couple weeks, and she was here, is just doing it for me. This is the latest fragrance release from Forever Mood, and I love this one at first sniff, just automatic. We're talking gourmand, we're talking rose, we're talking two of my very favorite things in a fragrance, and for them to be combined in such a beautiful, easy to wear, but also not boring way. I mean, honey, Jackie Aina gave us roasted pistachio, okay? We have vanilla milk. We have a beautiful Turkish rose that wears with some body and some, I would say Turkish rose is definitely giving grown woman. So automatically you're getting something that is sweet, it's irresistible, but she is very grown up. We're towing that line of deliciousness with sultry, and that is what I really do enjoy about this. So you can wear this, you know, to work. You can wear this just going about your day, but she is good enough to pull out for a date night. And I find that she is layering with a lot of other fragrances that, you know, maybe have some notes in common. Like I have been wearing it quite a bit with Vanilla Mistral, which is a latest release from Ormond James. Also, just last night, honey, paired it with the 11th Hour from Byredo. So we're adding like this spiciness to it. I mean, it's just a really versatile gourmand scent. So if you're looking for something that is gourmand, not overly sweet, just sweet enough to give it that, you know, mouth-watering quality, and you love rose, and honestly, you don't even have to love rose to jive with it. If you just want a good scent, warm, comforting, grown up, then she was here is it, and you're going to get this for under $100. For me, this is giving moderate wear. 4 or 5 hours, top her off, go on ahead and continue to enjoy the scent. But it is a newer release, and usually something with vanilla is just going to get better, deeper, richer, stronger over time. But right out of the box, this just started to give me life. All right, so she was here from Forever Mood. Absolutely a must try. Pick it right on up at Sephora. All right, hopefully it is back in stock because the girl, she has been selling out. So this next one is one I was not trying to buy. I mean, I looked at the notes, I'm like, okay, not a huge fan of the way a lot of the Middle Eastern houses do a white floral. I don't have many in my collection, so I feel like I may have been one of the last influencers to pick up Petra. Okay, the reviews that were very mixed on it. Some people were saying that this is supposed to be a dupe for Quattro Pizzi from Xerjoff. Had never smelled it, so I didn't even know if I wanted to get it. Just bit the bullet and went on ahead and blind bought it. Love it. Now, I was finally able to get a decant of Quattro Pizzi. Now, but I will say I am on the fence about that being a proper dupe. Could this have been a loose inspiration of? Yes. Okay, I'm going to say a lot of similarities, but the striking difference is Quattro Pizzi is very, very, very green. Heady green tuberose. I would say if you would take something like Petra and layer it with Jump Up and Kiss Me by Clive Christian, mix in a really, really hefty green note, you would have Quattro Pizzi. That Xerjoff fragrance really does remind me of Jump Up and Kiss Me and a blend of Petra. That is what I get, but again, unlike these other two that I've mentioned, Quattro is very, very green, unmistakably green. I feel like what they have done is is maybe taken Quattro, take that green completely out, honey, because I'm not getting anything super sharp, heady, loud, and green. Petra wears with sillage, but she's not strong, okay? There's a difference between having a sillage, the scent trail that you leave, you know, that people can kind of smell it lingering, versus beast mode. It's like we kicking through the door, you smell us before you see us type of thing. That is not this. Quattro Peasy, she's very, very, very strong, okay? This is a lot more airy. This, again, it's like this softly done sweet tuberose. It's not going to be super sharp. So if any of that makes sense, like consider that, because when we talk about dupes, 9 times out of 10, it's just going to fare a little closer. Like I can't say that this is a dupe because it's not green. It is not green, okay? So this is going to be soft. It's a little vanillic, just a gorgeously done, spicy, milky, creamy, also a little like delicate tuberose. That is how I would best describe Petra. And I think that if you like a gentle, well done, vanillic, soft tuberose, you would enjoy this one, all right? So people that did not enjoy Quattro, don't let it deter you from trying Petra because they wear very differently. So this one, you can see, okay, clearly we have been loving her. Haven't had this, I mean, this is not a really old fragrance. It's not even been out, what, 6 months? So she has absolutely been getting worn, okay? Loving this one. Again, check this one out from the House of Lattafa. This is Petra. Now let's talk about one that is going to be the first empty of 2025. It is so silly that I even have this remaining. I have been ranting and raving about Sur La Lagune from Hermes. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is one of my favorite fresh fragrances like of all time at this point. Just got this fragrance this summer. Haven't had it long, honey. But why on earth would I get the small bottle? I don't know, because I fell madly in love with the smell of this. Just trying it on skin, minding my business, trying to get home from Japan. Wore this, immediately had to get a bottle because it just smelled so beautiful. So this one is supposed to be like, it's fresh, it's a little like sea-like, it's just, it's hard to describe because you're going to get this sweetness, but you also have this freshness. The sea mineral notes, whatever they have in here, they don't wear weird or funky or fishy, or like when I hear sea notes, marine notes, you just never know. You never know what you're going to get until you try it in your skin. But this is so clean and captivating, and this is like having ocean air in your face with this complexity. It's so rich. Like, to me, this is truly an elevated fresh scent, and you can get this really beautifully composed fragrance for about $50 if you get it from a discounter. So please try this one if you have been on the hunt for a beautiful, fresher fragrance that I would say spring and summer, but truth be told, I'm going to be wearing this one all year. This is going to be like signature scent. I want to smell fresh. I just want to smell my best self, but not put too much thought into what I'm wearing for that day. That is why this gets so much wear. It is so good. Just try it. I really do think you would enjoy it. Again, this one is from the House of Hermes, and this is Un Jardin Sur La Lagune. Now, this next one, I haven't talked about this one in a while. That does not mean it is not getting worn around here. Sometimes, you know, I will rant and rave and rant and rave about a fragrance every other video, and at some point, I'm like, I know they tired of hearing about this fragrance, so I'm going to retire it for a good bit, and maybe she'll resurface in another season. Cashmere and Palo Santo by Donna, Karan. I love this fragrance. The dent, it doesn't lie. I mean, this one, repurchase, because this is giving you this gorgeous, like, sweet, fruity peach nectarine vibe, but she's sexy. She's got a little labdanum in there. She's got a ton of vanilla. It wears quite ambery, and you have a really, like, heavy overdose of that cashmere with some Palo Santo. It is a very simple note structure for this fragrance. It wears beautifully. It wears with a lot of presence, tons of sweetness, just a phenomenal designer fragrance. Y'all, I'm like shook. We actually have 2 designers on the list, and y'all know designers, that is where I struggle most. Middle Eastern, I can do it, okay? Love them down. Niche, I mean, come on, I am always gonna be a niche girly at heart, but baby, the designers, it is hard for them to impress me. Thoroughly, like, mind blown. Thoroughly impressed the moment I smelled this fragrance. compliment factor, okay? Right here. Longevity, projection, like performance, she's got you. So if you're looking for a beautiful, grown, and sexy ambery vanilla fragrance with a heavy dose of cashmere, please check out Cashmere and Palo Santo fall winter staple. And baby, the dent, it does not lie, all right? So again, this one is from the house of Donna Karan. Now this next fragrance, I also haven't talked about probably since I want to say last fall. You can wear this gourmand all year, but lots of wear for fall and winter for me personally. I was just in awe at how good and delicious this smells. This is going to make your mouth water. And this is the first, and I think still the only Cirque du Soleil fragrance. And boy, did they really hit us over the head with, you know, their debut fragrance. This is giving you this air of like circus vibes, but in the best way possible. You can still be taken seriously as a grown woman wearing a gourmand this literal, trust me. So what I love about this is you're getting these gourmand notes, so many of them, but they all like create these different foods within the note breakdown. So you have this cotton candy, right? But then you have this apple, and then you have this popcorn, and then you have this caramel. So not only are you getting those, you're making like, okay, this is giving candied apple. Okay, this is giving caramel popcorn. Oh no, wait, it's giving caramel apple. Like you're getting 6 different combinations of desserts in this one fragrance. And that is what I enjoy most about it. It's very heavy on the vanilla, of course. I think if you love something that has a little touch of that popcorn, you love caramel, you love vanilla, honey, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. Beautiful scent, love the bottle, cannot wait to make the dent even bigger. Starting next month, I will say. I have actually started wearing it again this week, but when fall officially breaks in September, she's about to be worn completely out. And I would think by the end of winter, this is probably going to be close to an empty. So don't sleep on this one. This is the Lattafa Petra, and this is from Cirque du Soleil. Next is another freshie. Like, who am I? Okay, honey, 4 years ago, you would have never seen a freshie make this kind of list, but you already know in 2025, something about these older freshies have been getting me. Blanche from Byredo, the original one, I had the absolute love it as well, but this one, the original one, just has me in a chokehold, and she's not letting up. I'm gasping, like, let me go, Blanche. I'm trying to wear this very expensive absolute flanker, but the original one just has my heart. This is very clean, soapy, aldehydic. I have been raving about this all 2025. Well, at least from the summer on up, because I feel like I got this at the tail end of spring, so it hasn't even been around for long. Definitely like under 6 months, but I have been enjoying this fragrance so much. This girl is chic. This girl is very chic, old money, very quiet luxury, wealthy, okay? Wealthy whispers, that's what we're getting. You know, the rich, the new money, loud, screaming. She don't have to announce a damn thing. She just is very confident. She knows who she is. She doesn't have to prove anything with a label. Honey, she is doing it with just Oxford shirt and some khakis and a cute little Hermes belt. It don't take a lot, but wow. Wow, 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 wow. Love this one. If you're looking for a really phenomenal clean scent, you don't want to spend a lot of coins because you can get this at a discounter for like 150. Please try this one, because if you love aldehydes and you love like that soapy clean smell, you will enjoy this fragrance more than likely, all right? So this one is Blanche, the original, and this is from Byredo, the dent, okay? The dent. Last but not least is a fragrance. I wanted to feature this one because I used to talk about this one a lot on my channel. Haven't talked about it in the past several months. Again, does not mean it is not getting worn. We're talking about Patiala. This is from the house of Thameen. Will this be a repurchase? Because she's definitely down past that halfway point. Absolutely. Patiala is ambery, aldehyde, rose. She's sweet. This is almost like a really, if I could describe it as a Baccarat Rouge, okay? Gonna take something like that, because the way the amber wears in this fragrance is going to give you these facets of, I'm not saying it's a dupe, I'm not saying it's the same DNA, no, but the amber component, okay? Picture that. But you're gonna really mix it up because you have on the opposite end aldehydes and rose. So it's almost like she's clean, she's soapy, but she's sweet and she's rich and she's ambery. It is really a unique juxtaposition of notes. That is what makes it so special. And she wears with presence. I actually layer this with Baccarat Rouge 540 for just this explosive combination of femininity. And this got me abruptly stopped several times. And people are just like, what in the world do you have on? Because it is so strong. It will fill a room, that combination. And I just love this fragrance down. This one, Blue Heart, like those Thameen fragrances, they have my whole heart and they will always probably be a repurchase. But I just love me some Patiala. If you love rose, you love aldehydes, but this is not going to wear like this crisp white clean like a Blanche. Not at all. Very different. Again, you've got to love ambery. You've got to love clean soapy and a unique take on something feminine. That is how, you know, I would describe the girl, and I just absolutely love this fragrance. All right, so check it out if you have not. I know so many people have purchased Patiala off of my recommendation and love her, so give her a chance. I think you would absolutely enjoy it if you love the aforementioned notes. All right, so that is it for me, you guys. Please drop me a line below and let me know fragrances that have really secured a dent in 2025, or you know, within the past year. I really do love all of these. I stand behind them. Many are polarizing. All right, so try them before you buy them if you can. But honey, if you have been riding with me, you already know I love me a polarizing scent. To me, polarizing is just the mark of it's magnificent. It is magnificent because it's going to have something different about it. It's going to shock and awe, and at the same time you're gonna have a lot of people hate it. Just think Baccarat Rouge, polarizing. The original Alien, polarizing. Delina, polarizing. Just, if it is a masterpiece, it is probably polarizing. So don't let something polarizing stop you from at least trying it, because you just never know which end of the spectrum you will fall on. All right, but that is it. Again, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and if you found any value in the content, give me a big thumbs up. Your girl is on the road to 65K, and it's just like I can smell the 70 right around the corner. What are we doing? Thank you so much for the love and support. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.